Test. Is this thing on? Okay. And now, for those in attendance and those listening around the world, it is time for the O on God podcast with your host, Tovaun Osiris Anthony.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Tovaun Anthony, and I'm here for another episode of the O on God podcast. Welcome back if you've listened before. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of rambling and nonsense because I have shit. They here. They actually here. I didn't think they was here. Let me stop. No, I have Lady J, Cam3, and Osiris Green of Wreck the System. Y'all, how y'all feeling?
Yo.
Awesome.
Yeah. Feeling mighty homeostasis today. Very homeostasis.
Feeling jaw like, yeah.
I'm still into my guitar.
For those that don't know, like DMV
it.
lingo, ja like yeah means I.
Ja like.
Well, it can mean a variety of things,
Yo,
but
chill,
it means
Mo.
I.
Chill, Mo.
It's not like back when I like started doing Muay Thai. Like one of my coaches at the gym, he like until I got there, he wasn't saying Mo, and then I started saying it. He was like, "Oh shit!" But then he started like teaching everybody else, and they started fucking it up because when you bring a whole bunch of people that ain't from here, they be like, "Hey, Mose."
Hey, Mose.
Honestly, that was me. Because I'm from California, so it was just like Mo. And they'd be looking at me. I'm like, my name's not Mo. Why are you calling me Mo? Like, I went through all of that.
At least you didn't go through the Bob. What's good, Bob?
No, I went through that too.
I remember the Bob phase. I never said no.
I do not know the Bob phase.
I
that
came
must be
during
deep,
the Mo
decent.
phase, though.
Nah,
That's the
You
deep
came
DMV.
during the Mo phase.
I swear.
Nah, I remember that.
You ain't hit the
I
Bob.
never said Bob though. I've always said or Mo. I think I've always just said the job. Always says Ja like.
Ja.
Huh.
I'm Jala.
Yeah,
I don't think
Ja.
I really talk like that, do I?
No,
Only when I'm
you
playing.
don't. You don't.
I don't talk like that.
No, man.
Nah, you
But I don't think you adopted any Cali slang or anything like that. At least not that I've heard of or anything.
Except for that one time you used tubular. No, wait, that was my imagination. You never actually said that. You ever
I say awesome a lot.
You do
there
say
you go.
awesome. I mean, I say awesome too. So.
Basic.
Oh my gosh, you over here just putting words in her mouth. Tubular.
Yeah.
Radical.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking
Let
of
me
Cali.
see.
I'm just thinking of like the beach Cali words. Do y'all use radical or is that just Nickelodeon?
I think that's Nickelodeon. I've
Slim.
never
Like I ain't never
Radical,
heard
like-
somebody say the
Rocket
word
Power
radical.
Ninja Turtles. That's pretty much. That's the whole lingo.
This is freaking nuts. Well, it's wonderful to have you guys here. You guys came all the way up to my spot in Baltimore.
It's nice.
Yeah, it is. We in the little old room. You know, it is what it is. But man, let's jump into fun stuff, man. Like, how are y'all feeling? You know, y'all just did BitGen.
Mm-hmm.
I was there too, but they did work. But y'all got some stuff coming up. You said y'all heading to Canada?
That's right.
Yeah.
Canada.
Canada. We going
We
there.
out there. Yeah, we going there for a show. It's super dope. First time rec going out of like the country. You know what I mean? So it's just the beginning, really.
Oh my gosh! Hey man, that's pretty dope. What part of California? I said California. What part of Canada again?
See, and this is why we have our phones out because I just hear we got shows and I didn't do more research. But,
We're going to
Ontario.
Toronto.
You like oops?
We're going to Toronto.
and we will be
Ontario.
going next. We're leaving next Friday and coming back
I thought it was Ontario.
next Sunday.
So what is the event called? Like if it like has a name or a theme, or is it just like you guys got booked and you guys are just
We're going to a World Con, basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh shit. Well, look, all I'm gonna say is
World Con, do you want some?
I'm gonna say is have fun. And if you need to go up there,
I mean,
Northern.
you know I gotta do that.
yeah.
No,
Canada does have things that are legal that I'm going to explore while we're up there. So. Any city I go to, and it's funny because I do it here. I smoke here at home, but when you go places like when I was in California, I went to the dispensaries because I just wanted the experience. So same thing with Canada.
Yeah.
Canada's the same way. When we go to Colorado, like no matter where we go, if they have a
man,
dispensary,
listen.
we're gonna check it out.
Definitely.
I was done in Colorado. I mean, I told y'all the story what happened to me when I drank that whole freaking drink, and it was like 6 servings of like it's cannabis infused drink, and I'm just like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, you stood up and fell right back.
Right.
On my trip,
I was not going anywhere, Slim. And I felt so bad the next day because I was still hot. Like, I'm just like, I'm still hot.
The true Colorado
Still
experience.
hot. And then the person I was with, I'm just like, I'm so sorry. I've been a downer this whole time. Like, we were supposed to go out dancing that evening and everything. Nope,
no.
that was not happening.
When your legs
only in
don't
your
work
mind.
like they used to before.
Nope.
I'll never dance again.
Oh man. So I mean, that's one thing you like to do when you go from like city to city or different places. What are some other things you guys like doing when you go to perform like out of town?
I'm gonna say it straight up. A lot of times we get excited over the food. The restaurants that are around there, like
Yup.
the mom and pop joints, the holes in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we ain't never been in no bodega. We haven't been to New York, like the bodegas. Just any local spot that we hear is we got banging food. I mean,
Nice.
shit. We had a show in Ohio actually, and I think we left out of there. Like, this awesome breakfast spot that we were at.
Oh my god, it was so good. Yeah, it seems like between like breakfast and pizza,
Yes.
or like
We were on a
two, like,
quest for pizza.
big things that we kind of look for, or we just figure out what the town is known for, or where
Yeah.
we're going is known for.
Different
Because we went to Boston, they didn't.
Hey,
that-
man.
Oh, I missed
that
out on that.
I'm gonna say
experience wasn't
this
too
about
great.
Boston. The thing about Boston was Boston has good clam chowder apparently and good lobster, but they just don't have good everything else.
Yeah,
I mean, I'd imagine seafood is just like banging there, but
and we didn't even have any when we were out there. I don't think we didn't
We
have no. Yeah,
We weren't in environments where you could sit down and eat a bowl of clam chowder.
like no restaurants or anything.
I
You
don't even
just
think
have
I
to go.
like clam chowder.
Yeah,
to be honest.
it's not, or even like lobster. I didn't go anywhere where it was nice. It was
Yeah.
super nice. It was fall. The leaves were changing. It was super nice, but there was no place to go to eat clam chowder and lobster.
Right.
Like everywhere we was at was kind of like around the way spot. You know, it was like
Right.
those small towns and stuff. I went to one spot by myself trying to get some. I was like, well, what's one thing that they can't mess up? I was like, Chinese food is easy to make, right? I got some Chinese food, and even that was bad. I was like, everything was just bland.
Yeah,
The
margin
pizza was
error.
bland. The Chinese food was bland. So I got to go back out there and get a Boston redemption because everything tasted bland when we was out there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like
Boston.
and Boston.
In Boston?
Boise.
Hold on. Where y'all going, Boston? Because
Yeah. Need some recommendations.
I don't
Okay.
even. This was
I mean, I wasn't
years
there.
ago. I just remember that there was no place we can get clam chowder and lobster, which is what they're known for. So we had to settle for normal food, and everything was it was tasteless. It was no taste. It was just bland. That's all I
God.
remember.
Like-
We went to a carryout spot when we performed that night. We was at a bar. I went to a carryout
Bro,
spot. It was
how do you
still
mess up
bland.
was it
carryout?
in Chinatown?
No, it was downtown Boston area.
Yeah, it was
just-
downtown. It was a very
we
busy
had to
area.
like
What,
three
like,
trains to get there.
Near
It
the
was like-
convention center or something?
Well, y'all
I don't think there was a
actually
convention
traveled
center.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
is just like a
That
small
was a
town.
show.
We
It
was-
was-
Oh, okay,
It was like,
okay,
it was like
okay.
a bar town. You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't a whole lot going on.
Boston.
I had fun. It was beautiful out there. Like the leaves, the nature was cool, but the food wasn't really.
I'm
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
you gotta know a local, man.
Yeah.
You gotta know a local because
we did.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
guessing clam chowder to Boston isn't like a cheesesteak to Philly. Like it's just kind of like, yeah, it's recommended, but it's just kind of like.
Oh, I can't wait to go to Philly and eat one of them cheesesteaks. I can't.
Oh,
it's
Slim,
crazy.
you haven't
As ma-
experienced that yet?
As
I've
many
experienced
places
that.
as we
I
have
would like-
been, and I have been, and the fact that I came all the way from the other side of the freaking country, I have never been to Philly. And just like hung out and had food or whatnot. I probably was like on the outskirts and then rolled out.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Basically.
I definitely grab one of them Philly cheesesteaks. 'Cause even I've had one, and I must say there is something special about them.
That's
I
my
won't
guilty
lie.
pleasure food, yo.
I won't
Like,
lie.
Listen, my
Philly
whole
cheese.
thing is figuring out which place is the best out there because they got like it's funny because when my friends, like really close friend of mine, she lived out there. I'm like, where can I get a good Philly cheesesteak? Like
Yes.
me and you guys know her, Bria. Anybody who
Yeah.
listen to my stuff, Bria. Like we went up there because she was like, I want a cheesesteak. I'm like, me too, motherfucker. So we drove. That was our thing. We just eat. But we went up and I'm like, I don't know where to get one.
Yeah.
Like, and then I
Yeah.
called a friend and she recommended 3 places, all of which had lines wrapped around the building.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like,
that's where you know you've picked a good spot. When there's
Right.
a huge line and a bunch of people wanting it.
Now,
oh,
now,
this shit is fire.
now, here's my question: How do you get your cheese? Because I've heard
Oh.
different things about
Okay.
that out there.
How do I get my cheese?
Because it's just like some people say like white cheddar. I mean like white American or provolone, and others say cheese whiz, and they say they swear by the cheese whiz, and it's like I don't know if I can do that.
The cheese whiz.
Cheese whiz, like
Literally, like the
cheese whiz.
string.
Yeah, straight up.
Liquid cheese.
Oh, I ain't never seen that.
Nah, it's just like
I
going
never
out to
seen
Philly.
that.
It's just like there's some places that straight up, and I'm just like,
Every day we stray further and further from God.
Yeah. So,
I don't play with my cheese, so it's just
Yeah, I
like
don't-
but I'll probably get like a white American or whatever they have, and just something.
First of all, Cam is like a when he does food stuff, he's a mastermind at beats. But like when we're at a restaurant and it's time for him to order, we shut up and listen.
We just listen.
Hold on. Are you one of them people that takes whatever's on the menu and just edits the hell out of it?
Yes.
It's like, oh,
yes. No,
shit.
because we were just at the Paper Moon Diner at in Baltimore for a
Oh,
show, and we
yes.
love that place because the aesthetic is so dope and
I eat
unique
there
and
every
everything.
show I have up
and
here,
the food
even before I moved here.
The food is so bomb. And it took me a while just to find something to get because there's so many unique options and everything like that. But then I'm seeing like omelets. Omelets is my thing. Like, breakfast food, everything. So omelets is my thing. So it's just like, what am I going to get with this? It's just like steak omelet. But it's just like, I don't know about that cheese. But it's just like, they got smoked Gouda. But I'm going to put a little some of this. And I'm going to put a little this and everything like that.
Yep.
It's just like.
That's what he does every time.
I mean, but man, that sounds fun. Like, cause I remember like when I was in college, and this is one of the reasons why I don't shout out to you, J Diggs, why I don't go to restaurants with him no more. Every time we would go, it would just be like, all right, yeah, can I get can I get an omelet, a steak omelet? Yeah. Other person, yeah, can I get chicken and waffles? Yeah. Can I get a Yeah, I'm gonna need this standard, but not. I'm gonna need you to take off the eggs, even though it's an egg-based plate, and I'm gonna need you to add. Like, he just started breaking down everything. I'm like, son, that's not even a meal anymore. Like,
just like when I would take Starbucks orders and stuff like that, it would just be like no whip, no foam. It's got to be hot on one side.
not
You
the other.
got to use 2% milk,
Oh,
skim
Slim.
milk or something like that.
I've heard some people say some crazy shit because I've had multiple friends work at cafes, and I'm just like if I'm behind somebody who's ordering, I'm just like, yo, what the? I didn't even know you could
do all
How you
that.
have the audacity?
Right.
Like
They order for the secret menu.
it's a coffee. Get it and go. What is you
The
doing?
problem is, and I'm just gonna rant quickly. These businesses do not know how to tell their customers, no, we don't do that. They're gonna bend and break for whatever. I heard Bill Burr go on a whole tangent about this. They'll just bend and break for whatever they want, and this is why people it's like, and when you finally tell them no, they lose the goddamn mind.
And go to the manager.
100%.
But it's just like that's the whole thing about the food industry. I got mad at something this morning trying to get food, but that's a whole other story.
I think that-
but I'm just saying that's the whole point. I think that's why people get so nitpicky because they have the option to make a barista's life a living hell. I used to be a barista, by the way.
I think it's customer service in general because I used to work at Toys R Us and it's just like I thought the kids were going to be unruly, but adults come Christmas time, it's just like, it's a nightmare.
See, the problem is the entitlement. As an adult, it just seems like, oh, well, I'm the customer, so
customer
you
is
should
always
do
right.
this. I'm not going to call him out there, but like, even with the studio, because we also have a studio, WTS Recordings, that is located in Riverdale, Maryland. Great prices, great experience, all that. But, somebody tried to like pull the wool, over your eyes, like, hey, we paid this on the menu. It said this, blah blah blah, and I'm like, that is a package deal. You were adding things to it. It's like, well, that's the same price. It doesn't matter. Like like they just really try to work your nerves or whatnot and get over on you.
Oh,
But you don't know the system.
One of the reasons why nowadays it's a little different. Why I only used to take a certain amount of clients a year. Number one, when it came to like design work, because everybody looking for a break, man.
Yeah,
looking for a break, and you just be like, okay. But there's that, and then also like customer service. Even though I wanted to do it, like especially when I was younger, my parents were like, no, don't do this.
You don't want that
I
problem.
think,
Or specifically retail. That's what it was. 'Cause they knew
Specifically
Africa.
retail.
But
Yeah.
I think everybody at some
think
point
they
in their
should.
life should, just even if for a week, you should understand what people have to go through. Because I worked a lot
Yes.
of, I probably worked 20, 25 jobs in my lifetime because I can't stay nowhere. But it's just a
Can't
thing where
stay nowhere.
if you work retail, you kind of understand a bit more about the way the world works. And if you work at a restaurant job, you have to be a server. You could be whatever else. You just kind of see. You'll kind of figure out I should treat people nice. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going through.
Mhm.
So, and I think that's when you see people who are rude to people like that. They don't know what it's like to work in these places.
Yeah.
So I think that's because before I was, Osiris Green, I was, hello, I'm Brian. Can I help you copy and print?
Yeah, no, I've worked at Ruby Tuesdays and Wendy's or whatnot. I've definitely done like my fair share of, working in those places. So, and then I've been a teacher too. That is a whole nother level. of entitlement because you're dealing with people's kids. And it's like some of it is understandable. Like you are dealing with people's kids. But other times it's like, yo, what do you think this is, bro?
I worked at a summer camp and for a while I was starting to understand. It's a theater arts summer camp, so we have younger kids and older kids. And the younger kids, their problem is energy. With the older kids, that's when the attitude starts setting. It's just like I'm going to test my limits and stuff like that.
And energy and attitude.
Yeah,
a man's two favorite things to deal with.
Oh no, I can't do it, nah, man. I remember like once I got out of school and I was getting some experience under my belt. My mother, she was just like, "Did you ever consider teaching?" I'm like, "Ma, listen, I couldn't deal with the kids when I was in high school. I'm a grown man, and I will punt the fuck out of somebody's kids. I don't care, Slim. And I tell them to bring their parents and get them too.
Yeah.
Like, you disrespect.
because what they go.
Like I mentioned this when I had you on. I think there's such thing as a stupid question. You can't have that if you're a teacher. Like, hey man, listen. If you're a teacher, you're at least supposed to give off the vibe that there's no such thing as a stupid question.
Right.
To me, I'm gonna look at you.
Reroute that.
I don't care how old you are, where you come from. I'm just,
Yeah.
But you know
But
what?
you
I think that's a good thing. We need more teachers like that.
And at the same time, it's also a wonder, just like, where did you get that answer from? Like, who is telling you this stuff at home?
taught
and
you?
whatnot? And then you got to wonder about, like, other factors with that.
man,
Yeah.
what? Yeah, nah, I can't be no teacher. I don't know how you even tried it, to be honest with you.
And to be honest, it was really just a schedule, pay, benefits. I was off on a weekend. I could do my artist thing. It wasn't flip-floppy because all I had was retail jobs before then. So it was the best thing before I just quit altogether and worked in my own business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really the only reason.
Yeah, wreck the system. I mean, even from a standpoint of now, when we got we got the album out, the album being out now, like prime example. This is like this is actually work technically.
Yeah.
This is like in this different aspect of work. So you got inventory, you got pre-open, you got stupid ass something corporate something.
Yep.
So today
Contracts.
it's just like, okay, this is what we're doing. We have to start really like hitting places up, and between podcast, radio, you got to go in that press run. And you have to see people, you have to talk to people, and this is a crazy thing. We have to do a press run with goddamn monkeypox going crazy.
Always a pandemic.
Oh, come on, man. There's
How
always
we
gonna
gonna
be a
get out of a pandemic and just get it right
the-
back in another one?
When the first plague hit, we were about to go to South by Southwest.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
And
Yeah,
now-
talk about it.
So now we got this album out, and we're doing shows, we're traveling, we're on buses or trains or planes, and
Yeah.
it's like in venues and filled with people, and it's So it's always something going on when we release albums, but
Yes.
but this is this
True.
is worth
This is
the risk.
Yes.
This is 100% worth the risk. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. If you heard this 9-track masterpiece, it's worth the risk, man. So
I heard it.
Oh, yeah.
And I gotta say something. Y'all motherfuckers suck. I'm joking. Nah, I listened to it in the gym the other day. Yeah, that was something else because you guys showed another side, another level, and especially you guys have been eclectic from the time I've started listening to you guys, right?
Yeah.
But I just felt like with this specific album, it was just a whole nother level of energy, and yeah, especially. Why y'all got a sexy song on there? I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't ready.
Look.
I'm sitting here like,
Look,
I'm like, oh, hold the fuck up.
all right. So we've been talking about doing.
Cam talking about putting fingers in the booty and shit. Let me stop.
Yo,
Which remix you heard? Let me tell you.
basically
is
said
fraud.
that. But no.
Basically.
Here's the thing. We were joking about making a sex song for years. Just randomly. And I would look and it'd be like, I feel like I'm making a sex song with my siblings. But yeah, sure. And we couldn't help it because we were, getting the tracks together, being like, okay, this could be that track. I like this track for this track, whatever. But one of the tracks was like, oh, God, this sounds like a sex. You know what?
just
Like,
like,
let's do it. Let's do it. Fuck it. Let's do it. And recording was not pleasant because these dudes are just like, I get in there, do my verse and everything, do a little one take or whatnot. And they just like, oh, Jay, yeah.
I wasn't there when
Oh,
you did
you
your
know they
verse.
going.
Yes.
You know they going to eat
The
you.
first time you were.
No,
We did
Oh
a
yeah,
run-through.
the first time.
the rough cut. Yeah, I was there for the rough
Slightly
They
rough.
made me very uncomfortable.
Very rough.
Oh no.
Hey man,
It's ridiculous.
They're your brothers. Of course they're gonna pick with you.
Go ahead, Cam. You go.
So I would say just like in terms of like collaborations I've done, I could definitely mark this off of my bucket list. I've never really done a full-on sex song before. So I was just like, I was low-key excited, but then it hit me. I got to record it with y'all, and I'm just like, I don't know. But, I mean, it's just like.
Never performing this.
Nah. If we are, because I don't know, it's just like there's certain venues, certain open-minded venues. We are staying about 6 feet apart from each other.
That's standing next to you.
I mean, just like, it's cool. Y'all do your thing over there.
We're going to come out one by one.
Yeah.
We'll
we'll find a random person to serenade an audience.
I think for me, like, it was more so like I couldn't think of shit. I was like, because Jay was like, yeah, the song's out, Osiris, and I was like, fuck it, I'll try to think of something. So I thought of the hook first, and I was just like, it was more so a play on words. She can't get me out of her system, and that's
that shit's so fire.
Yeah, that was just more so the thing, and yeah, that was pretty much my thing. Is just the inspiration for words, and the verse came like we was about to wrap up the album. I think when I did the verse,
literally, yeah, you really almost didn't have a verse. Like it was just gonna be Osiris on the hook or whatnot, and me and Cam on the verses, but he's right upstairs. It's like a few days go by, because what we'll do is we'll have like full writing sessions. Like we'll go in, throw on a beat or whatnot, vibe, and we all like, the one thing I like especially about this album, we really play off of each other. Yes. Like it shows like our dynamic, how it was just so loose, so lax. Like we didn't even really have to talk about certain topics. It just kind of fell together or whatnot, and it was wonderful. But yeah, the very last track we recorded or whatnot was Osiris's verse for Erotica. So
yeah, because here's the thing too, and I knew it was rough because typically I didn't write for majority of the songs on the album. I just did the thing like I walk around and put it up here. Yeah, the two songs I wrote to on this album was Blazing Trails, because I think we was like, we gotta knock this out like now, because we had to get the sample cleared, and then it was and then Erotica, I just was like, I wrote the hook in my head, but I was just like, I need to write this verse down because it's like poetry. Because I couldn't write a dirty verse in my brain because I kept thinking of other rhyme shit that doesn't even go with sex songs. I was thinking of Incredible Hulk punchlines about violence and shit. I was like, wait a minute, let me write it down. Let me write it out like a poem and like recite it and read it this way. And I was like, oh, if I write like a poem, it makes it easier. My issue was trying to come up with something more wax.
Because I was about to say, it's just like, what is the difference with you? It's just, I thought it was structure, but it's just a matter of just like, when you up here, you barred up. I guess like for certain.
Well, here's the funny thing: I didn't write any of Unhinged, which is extremely lyrical. It's extremely.
But
that's crazy.
So I didn't.
That's crazy.
I didn't write any. But
like,
Erotica,
y'all talk about me.
It was like
I had to sit down and write. Girl, I wanna touch you, sexily.
I guess you have that process just to have it out. With me,
yo,
this is. But with me, my whole writing process is a mess because like I said, I was kind of excited about the song. I was even writing before we even had a beat. So when we finally got the beat confirmed, I had like whole chunks of different bars and punchlines and everything, and I just started weaving it together, stitching surgically and everything like that, making sure it flowed and whatnot. And then it was like the approach, because it was just like I'm getting on this mic and just like and everything like that. At first, I tried on recommendation like the old Cam energy, and you've seen me on tracks. This just I wasn't working for that. I had to think.
Wait. There's a version. Wait. There's a take somewhere on Pro Tools.
The first one.
Yelling this.
I was not yelling.
So.
I was not yelling.
Girl, I hit shit
because
whoa.
I would do
just angry with it.
When I did sensual songs, I heard
dark like Nintendo Switch.
When I did sensual songs,
Jesus.
Y'all said it was too soft, so I was trying to find a middle ground. And I was just like, this ain't working. So the second time, I was like, let me just lower a couple octaves and just like really getting that mind.
Can't put on his bedroom verse. Well, shit. I just wrote it right there in the side. I was like, let me just get this over with. I was right there in the session.
I want to cite Jay for a second, too, because when we first used to write together, way back before I stopped writing and we used to pen stuff together, Jay her speed has increased immensely from when we first started writing together. A lot of times, she's the first one done with the verse, honestly. That's what I'll say about Jay's writing style is very quick. Very, very quick. When she hears it, she's just like, she gets excited. And she's like, oh,
then oh God.
Like,
So I will definitely. You're right.
It used to take me forever to write, and a lot of people are like, "Man, I don't know how. I don't see how you do this." It's practice. It's like if you are constantly in an environment where you need to do something, other people are relying on you. Even clients. I've had full sessions that were paid for. They're just like, "Hey Jay, could you get in the song? I'll pay you," or whatever else. And I'm just like, okay, and they only have a certain amount of hours, so I'm like, So
Time to
yeah,
get
it's practice.
Yeah.
The more you do it, the better you get. I had never thought I would get here though.
Funny shit. Back when like you and I started hanging out and stuff, and you were telling me how you were writing like all the time, like, and I'm sitting here like, what the fuck you do that for? Like I could whatever.
Never
And then
did.
I realized no, that really it's just like any other skill.
Yeah.
Like any other skill, because like with my whole thing about writing about MMA shit on the weekend, I'm like, if I do this on Saturday and just completely disregard any type of writing for a week, it is so much harder for me to get back on the horse.
Right.
Like, but if I'm just like, oh, okay, no, just rhymes here and there. Oh, no, this is cool. We'll do some
like,
poetry, something like that. Then by the time I come back, I'm just like, oh, yeah, I'm going to fuck this whole lineup up. Just put the list up. Freestyle. Yeah. But,
Fire,
no,
yeah.
but that's
Definitely.
Yeah,
freaking
your
awesome, though.
MMA stuff is awesome.
And what I'm doing, and I will say it, I'm just going to say it again. I am doing what I believe the real rappers will do in this medium. Because think about it.
I'm gonna put it this way, man. You probably do more than what the quote unquote new real rappers do. Honestly, like
I ain't even worried about them. Here's the thing. Specifically when it comes to like hip hop music or rap in any form, right? Like, of course, like I have, my favorite rappers like, Tupac, Jay-Z, stuff like that, old school shit, right? But what I mainly listen to is people I know. So it's going to be y'all. It's going to be, Kadesh Flow, freaking Anton, stuff like that. Like I can literally show you the like MMA rap that I did when I was thinking about your style or I was thinking about her style.
Yeah.
Like,
that's cool.
so I'm just like if I show you the vid, you'll be like, oh, I get it. I get it. Like,
you got to show me that.
No, like that's literally how it goes.
I've definitely done that, like with my influences, like that's trying to come up with our own rhyme style and everything like that. You just got to be a sponge with all this stuff, and it's not even like stealing stuff. It's just a matter of just like, hey, I think maybe like Osai would handle it this way, or Jay would handle it this way. Sometimes I'm thinking like, out there, just like, what if I try to have like a Young Thug flow or something like that,
Excuse me, guys. Oh, couple things. So I found out I was supposed to be cooking dinner tonight for some friends. I love you, man. They just canceled on my ass, and all the fucking food just got here. No, they had some. I'll whip it up quick for y'all, but let me go get that shit.
Cool. Long as it's not no clam chowder.
Clam chowder.
I mean, let's be real. Our clam chowder is probably better than Moss.
Yeah, we go. As we hold him down while he do his thing. I would say, for anybody who wants to get into creativity or creating, I'm super just sporadic. One of my gifts is
sporadic.
That's my old failed label. But my gift is really just instantaneous creation, just off this inception of like ideas and lyrics and like just coming up with things like in the moment. I'm super good at that. And the thing, like, practice, right? So my advice for anyone who wants to get into that improvisational creation and work that muscle, one thing I do, I rhyme any and everything that rhymes, even if it doesn't make sense. Because I'm giving the muscle in my brain the freedom to just go. And then you get into a habit of you're not worried about what you're saying. And you're also not going to worry as much about rhyming because you're constantly practicing. Like, prime example, if I'm like, tomato sauce, when they go off, and also the Prago's lost. Where did you put it? Did you hide it with the footage? What am I good at? And it's just, it doesn't really make sense.
Story
but you're just letting
Barred
that
up.
creativity just flow. So I think that's one thing I kind of do is just constantly prepare and train. Because even if I haven't written a verse in maybe 3 weeks, but I've been rhyming the most random of things for 3 weeks. So when it's time to write a verse, it's like, oh, I can just use that muscle, So that's what my advice I would give if to creators, man. Just work that muscle. Just let it go.
Work the muscle.
Yeah.
He does that. He's like rap guy. Like me and Cam have been freestyling and doing the same thing a lot or whatnot. And then he'll randomly come in and be like, hey, and say a word and look at us, we're just like
Challenge.
Shit. And we gotta start rapping. Like, yeah, he's good for that.
Well, that's because he suffers from shady syndrome. You just start going.
Don't get him started on literally.
Shady syndrome is when I just start. I get possessed by the spirit of some shady because it's left Eminem, obviously. And I just start like, no, because he's sober and shit now, you know. And I love Eminem. Shout out to Eminem. And I'll just start rapping in the shady cadence because it's the greatest cadence for compound rhyme syllables. But I'm not going to break down this dorky technical rap shit. But the shady cadence for the complex rhyme patterns is the best.
Can you give?
I don't know what to tell you.
Can you give us a sample?
No.
I asked
You know, put this man on the spot.
I know how you
that. He said, "Yeah, do that shit."
Before the podcast is over,
racking the hook and I'm tacking you looking at
something like that. Yeah. You gotta get that compound rhyme syllable, which actually, to be fair, it actually originated from Rakim, Cool G Rap, and those lyricists. But Eminem perfected it in a way to where it was easy to translate to me as a teenager, to where I was like, oh yeah, this style is incredible. This lyrical style of rapping is ridiculous. Like, look at all the things he can do. I want to do those things with words.
That's actually how I started rapping. Like, ironically, like my first real rap, like, you know, idol, I guess, was 50 Cent, which is a huge, like, far cry from me now. But it's just it was like, no, that was just literally the first thing that was on. Like, In the Club was blowing up, and it was just like, okay, so the way I started rapping at first, it was literally in middle school, and our English teacher had us to write a song and sing it in front of the class. And I thought at the time, I thought I could not sing. My social hierarchy was already in the toilet as it is. You want me to sing tone deaf in front of these people? And I was like, nah, I'm not gonna sing. But I can rap. And I didn't know shit about hip hop. I didn't know anything. A Missy Elliott video scared me when I was a kid. So I was just like, I can rap.
Wait.
It confused. Not literally. It confused me because if you don't have So I rapped about the last week before summer vacation, and it was the dorkiest shit ever. But it worked. It did it. I did the joint, and that's the bug. That's the bug that hit me. And so since then, and especially like when we had Comcast, we had Music Choice, I started discovering the old school rappers, the more complex rappers and everything like that, like the Eminems, the Rakims, the Biggies, a lot of the underground scene and everything like that. And I really started basing more of my style on that. And lately it's just been a matter of just like relaxing and just like doing whatever, you know, or just going off with the shit.
Yeah, man. I guess we talking about starting and rapping and
Hell
whatnot.
yeah.
It was because of Shady for me. It was because of 8 Mile. Like, I watched a little 8 Mile movie. I went outside, and I still remember the very first bars that I had. I went out, and I was talking to my friend Angelo, his name's Angelo. Wow, I still remember his name. But yeah, and the whole block just started rapping. We always would go through things. We'd all wrestle. We would all just do whatever, but rapping stuck with me. So yeah, that's how I started, and somehow I just knew that that's what I wanted to do at that moment. It was really weird. I'm like 8.
I would like to
was like
piggyback.
8.
I would like to piggyback. It was specifically the "Lose Yourself" video from Eminem that pushed me full scale into this. Like, yeah, I'm doing this. I'm doing this.
Oh my God, one shot.
Yeah, I think the thing that made it a professional career, to where I was taking it that seriously, I think when I started getting into like I started really getting into Nas and Method Man and Wu-Tang, but it wasn't until I heard Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt.
Oh.
And I was like, and this is the year also, this is right before I started selling music, like started connecting, making money with art. That was 100% listening to Hove, because other rappers are just, it's about the music and how great I am, and look at all the hoes I have. But
Look at all the hoes I
Look
have.
at all the
hoes I
hoes.
have. That's what rappers are talking
single
about.
one.
It's like, you know, look how dangerous I am. When I listen to Reasonable Doubt, it was like, yo, we have a business model. We are the business, and we're gonna be smart, and we're gonna beat everybody with our brains and strategy. And I was like, yo, this is amazing. And plus, just musically, Reasonable Doubt is just an amazing album.
Yes.
And it completely changed the way I looked at it. And that's when I was like, nah, I can actually make money from this thing, you know? So yeah, but Eminem, as far as just rapping, the art of just wanting to battle rap and getting that cipher, definitely Luda, M, and all them lyrical, spiritual dudes, Wu-Tang, like, they definitely had me on that. So
I don't remember. I feel like there's definitely
Yeah.
something that happened that made me be like, this is the business part of it. But that I have no idea. I feel like it just happened, and I was like, oh wait, I'm actually businessing.
You just a go getter. You be running into stuff.
Yeah,
That's
I
how
do.
you do it.
I also feel like I started learning about like different stories, like all hip hop DX, about record labels and how this, that, or third happened, because it just, you see all these posses and everything. You see the aftermaths, you see G Unit, you see Disturbing the Peace and everything. Just like, what happened with those dudes? It's like rosters, like for a basketball team, and then it's just like bad business deals, and you learn about, you know, that it's still like a struggle in getting in there. So I learned that you can't get too naive when you're going in there.
I got a good question. Did anybody have a dream label they wanted to sign to when they were younger? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Who's y'all dream label
Oh, yeah.
when y'all was
Let me see
younger?
Oh yeah,
remember.
fucking with all them shady records.
Shady,
It was Shady Records.
Shady Aftermath G Unit. It was
Yeah, exactly.
was-
That whole collective, I wanted to be a part of.
That was the Young Money, Cash Money, Millionaires whole conglomerate shit.
Yeah.
I had a list in my composition.
I know
book
one. I already know one.
from back then. Who from back then? This is high school.
Okay, I don't know if this came in high school.
Nah, this is before Tech 9.
Okay, yeah.
I know what
I
you
was
think.
like,
This is before I was a Tech 9
Obvious.
fan. I think honestly, y'all to surprise, Shady Records was definitely like something, because of course they was selling mad records, and they were letting their artists be different from other artists. Because I like
Yep.
all hip hop
Yep.
music,
Yes.
but the reason why I like, and people, you like the Shady because of the white, like, well, sure you could say that because he's white, but also it was different from a lot of stuff, and I like things that stand out because I loved Outkast, I love Ludacris, I love Ludacris, I love whoever was standing out, I love Missy. So, but the label was it was definitely funny enough. The top of my list was Flip Mode.
Okay.
Wow.
Specifically.
I don't think I knew this.
I'm gonna tell you why.
I didn't know this.
So no, because Shady Records, because I think, after as we start getting older, Shady was starting to whatever. The reason why I chose Flip Mode at the time was Busta just had an incredible track record. He was all in Flip Mode, and plus they were weird. So I thought to myself, well, I want to make weird music. If I sign to Flip Mode, plus they don't have I can start a whole legacy, 'cause they don't have a huge legacy just yet. And I just had a whole plan. Rockefeller was on my list too, but I was like, I probably won't fit in.
Yeah, I was
state
gonna say, I
state
do.
property and all that,
but Flip Mode, because of my style and how lyrical and how weird I was, and plus when I think when they signed Papoose, I was like, oh yeah, I would.
Slim.
I was like,
Slim.
I could definitely fit in with
forgot
that.
that.
So Flip Mode was at the top of my list.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Dang.
Cam, did you
Hey,
say?
yeah, he said it. It's the same.
Oh, Shady.
Yeah, I pretty much said that conglomerate.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
They were just running shit.
What about you, T? Because I know you had a
Yeah,
label
you
in
know
mind.
what
You
I'm saying?
I ain't had no
Yeah.
labels in mind, not gonna lie. Not,
Okay.
not until like I got back home from college, started playing in metal bands, and it's like, all right, well, who's cool out there? Oh, Rise, yeah, they seem cool because they had like all like the bands I liked. Other than that, hip hop, not so much. Even though what got me into hip hop, I'm just going back for a second, was Luda.
Luda. So fun fact, like back in the day, Ludacris was definitely my favorite rapper. Was my friend growing up favorite rapper.
Flash forward.
Oh god.
Flash flood warning.
Flash
Oh
Nigga,
yeah,
Guess we gonna get.
this ain't even a
guess you gonna
flood
make dinner
zone.
for us for real, huh?
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
Them eats.
Hey, I got a steak down there. I got other stuff down there.
I'm not going.
man.
I'm not going anywhere. He has steak.
Bruh, right?
I've been
I
working
need
out.
protein.
I can
Yes, 2
I can
days.
literally
Better eat a hot
whip that
dog.
up in a very quick amount of time so you can get what you need done. You know.
Hey.
So I got you.
Steak.
But yeah.
But I will close it out by saying what I liked about Luda and what I wanted to do more in my rapping was not only was he tight, but he was also funny. I liked funny rappers because everybody was so uptight and I wouldn't be gangster and everything like that. If you're just cracking jokes and like letting your personality just like bleed through the mic and everything like that, I love that shit. And I wanted to do more of it, and so that was also another thing that inspired me. With
It was
that.
the videos that was getting me. Where I was just like, yo, this motherfucker's crazy.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say Cam had a lot of. When he comes on Welcome, which is the first song after the intro on the album, I definitely get a Luda
Yeah, right?
energy. Not,
Wow.
he doesn't
He's not
sound
funny, but
yeah, he don't sound like Luda.
damn,
but
dang.
but
I mean, you weren't funny on Welcome.
No.
But
I
the
got you.
energy, it's bro, it's the energy first of all, and also the skill. You know what I'm saying? Because the way the rhyme scheme is, the way the rhymes are hitting, the delivery. So you don't sound like Luda, but that same feeling, when a Ludacris verse come on, you like, oh shit, this nigga's on the verse.
Yeah.
So I feel like, when y'all listen to the album, listen to Welcome and how Cam3 opens up that album.
Goodness.
Because it's like, as we've been waiting on the world to change.
We stay survey. So
and he don't go first a lot on stuff. Like we wanted him to freaking open the album, and it just worked out so well.
So I will add with that, in terms of this album in general, I think we got into a point where we all know where we fit in the group and our energy, like our archetype and everything like that. And we've kind of channeled it. We got it down to a science, to the point that, okay, it needs this type of energy on a track, this type of energy, and just providing and everything like that. And it just goes back and forth. And I think what I love about this album is just, it's all killer, no filler. Like, we even talked about the fact that we talked about certain albums that just like hit. We just don't have to think about it, just go. And that's, I'll say one thing. On the Edge, our single, I think is a perfect explanation about that, because when Osiris starts off and it's just standing close to the edge of this, it's just like smooth, fast, concise, hit, and it's just Lady J comes on there, they're fierce, fast, they go in there, and it's just like, okay, I see them doing. Let me try something a little different, and it's just like, hanging on by a thread, man. We still on the edge of glory. Just to anchor it down and something a little different. So we know how to balance each other out just by default, and I think that's what has made our music great so far.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all something like that. That's a really good point, because if it's one thing that I get every single time I see you guys perform, there's an energy level that it doesn't matter who's on the bill, you guys raise it, even if you were before. Y'all set a bar, and it comes from the fact that you work so well together. It's like the chemistry you guys have, on top of the lyrical content, on top of the theatrics, on top of the like choreography and stuff like that, which normally you don't see a lot of groups that have like that entire package. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's freaking nuts. Yeah. It's freaking nuts. And it's like, it's almost strange to me specifically, because I'm like, normally I feel like if I listen to someone and then I see them live, it's like, okay, I always straight up prefer seeing them live, right? With you guys, it's like once you see them live and then you go back to listen to their songs, you feel like you're there again. It's crazy when you
like
do
that. I like that.
That's cool. Yeah.
Like that's what I get from you guys.
Yeah, I think even the evolution of our styles through our projects, I think when I first came in the record system in late 2016, going in late 2015.
There you go. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Like, hold on a second.
Yeah, it's been a brick. But late 2000, it was like my style was very I was still in like battle mode or competition mode. I'm fresh out of the competition of just writing bars. So as soon as I came in the rec, if you listen to Do the Roar, you'll hear what I'm talking about. And actually, the thing about, you heard Do the Roar, right? Mm-hmm. Here's a backstory about Do the Roar. Jay will tell you. So my first time coming to the studio in the apartment on Naylor Road, coming at Joan. I don't think Cam wasn't there the first time. I come in this Joan, so Jay's like, go in the booth. So I'm extremely prepared. That's one thing about me. I always come extremely prepared, ready to rap. So they put me in the booth and put on Do the Roar. I think I wrote through the entire track, actually. Jay was like, so you're not the only one on the song, so we're going to have to take parts out. There's literally a version of Do the Roar with me rapping through the entire beat.
I need to find that.
I need to
find that.
That's history.
And if it's not the entire beat, it's definitely it's probably a good like 50, 60 bar. It's just, because she just sent me the beat, and I was like, whatever they don't keep, we can just cut around. And I just went, went all through the whole jump. So I think my style, has changed, because it used to be so Killer Instinct, and now when I'm on songs now, it's a lot more. I'm not trying to destroy everything. I'm more so just like, what am I feeling? What do I want to express? What kind of vibe I want to set? And so for me, it's like whatever I get from it, I just kind of give it back.
I want to piggyback on that real quick, and just what exemplified that for me was hearing this other project that Osiris did recently called God Talk. It was with this other rapper, Mike Lee.
Shout out Mike Lee.
Mike Lee. And so it's basically just an EP of them going back and forth, but it's just a very specific vibe they're going for and everything, with the way we arranged the beats and just the mode and everything they were in. And just hearing them front to back in this new style, it is just how it's not necessarily, it can be laid back, but at the same time, it's focused, it's professional, it's confident.
It's still Osiris.
And he goes hard when he wants to, but it doesn't have to be like, it's not even hunger. It's focus. And
Focus,
I
right?
can see you right
It's
there.
focus. See, and I just want to take a little bit of the credit here. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like the Dr. Dre to his Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? Because Snoop used to just write bars, and Dr. Dre was like, okay, let's do it like this and shit. And so I just want to hear that. There you go.
Oh my
Do
god.
you care to rebuttal?
No.
I ain't doing this.
Let's talk about this in the car.
I ain't gonna do this today.
When we leave here.
Oh my. No. So let's see. Before I get to the what's next on the list with you guys, what's coming up in the next couple
world.
years, I would say. Let's just talk about some random stuff. Just had a brain fart. Anyway,
That is not construction.
Oh god, no, that is not construction. It is raining like fuck outside.
It's black now and it's not nighttime. Just so
Yeah,
y'all.
pretty
That's
much.
why if y'all see me keep looking over there like, yo, what's happening? It's because the sky went from birds to black. So,
Darkness.
Yeah.
Comes across the land. All right. One thing that we all do every year, we go to MagFest. We're gamers. We're
Yeah.
nerds in general. Have you guys been playing any new games lately, or have you had time? Especially considering what you do, and what you do. Christ.
So I actually have been playing a game
Uh-oh.
thanks to Cam.
Uh-oh.
So he hit me up. I'm working down in the studio one night, and he's just like, "Hey Jay, were you interested in like Pokemon Arceus or whatnot?" And I'm like, I mean, it sounds like a great game to be honest. Like, Pokemon Breath of the Wild. Why not? He's like, oh, okay, here you go. And he just gives it to me, and I'm just like, why are you giving me this? All right, now I
Nice.
might go out. But wow. But yeah, so he gives me Pokemon Arceus because he apparently only ordered one and ended up getting 2 copies and thought to give it to me.
Happy accident.
Oh.
But I am so into that game. Like, I play it every night before I go to bed or whatnot, and it's just it's making me get back into Pokemon in general because now we have Pokemon Violet. And I'm
Pokemon
like,
Scarlet, yeah.
and I'm like, do I want to get this too? Maybe I want to get this too. I don't know. But yeah, I am definitely into Pokemon Arceus. I've been playing on the Switch. And it's the easiest thing because it's a Switch. I could take it with me or whatnot.
everywhere you go.
I don't have to worry about it,
I'm a little weirder with that. Like, first off, I specifically did want to give it to you because I'm always trying to. Pokemon's one of my favorite franchises, so if I can convert more people to the church, then so be it. That's the same way with Zelda and Breath of the Wild.
I used to be into Pokemon.
But I've been a little trickier because for me, it's just like I'm doing so many different things, or so many different things hold my attention, and just like in terms of long form games, I'll start some, and then it's just like, okay, I got that in my backlog, got that. So sometimes like some more bite-sized experiences, like couple indie RPGs, you got the Deltarunes and stuff like that.
Yes!
Or more specifically, like recently I was playing Shredder's Revenge, Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, and
I still need to play.
it is just like it's nostalgia city. Anybody that grew up playing the arcade games, Turtles in Time, just grew up with the Turtles in general. It's just a fun time, and anybody can jump in online. 6 players, it's just like it's a blast. So that's what I've been playing recently.
Well, I don't have anything. I will say, man, I mean,
You have a PS5.
Here's what
and
happened.
I'm
You're
playing
upset.
Kakarot.
my niece and nephew, I miss Kakarot, even though it disappointed me when I first got it.
Oh, dang. Word?
No, it was actually
'Cause I
dope.
didn't play the game.
The Saiyan Saga and Kakarot was amazing. The Frieza Saga was dope. And once you get to the Cell Saga, it's almost like they got tired and was like, we have to hurry up.
I think the problem is
That's-
you already watched
This has
it.
to
You
be out
lived
by
it.
the 3rd.
You watched it. You lived it.
Not
So
even,
seeing it
it's just like
recreated
when you
doesn't.
play a game, dog, it's a way a game has to like carry the story. And the way they did the Cell, they did some really cool stuff with the clothes on the ground and the city you go back to. There's no more people now. But the way they revealed him, it was just like, here I am. Fight me now, and it was no lead up, there was no build up. Like the Frieza
I hate
Saga
that.
was amazing, but but my niece and nephew play Fortnite, and my niece,
yeah.
my
There
niece
you
is
go.
like 8. She started playing when she was like 7, and she's gotten first place like 5 times in Fortnite. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. This 7-year-old probably playing with 20, 30-year-olds just winning,
Yep.
and her strategy is like just stay out of the storm and stay away from people. and she
that's
keeps
life.
winning.
She keeps
and she
winning.
fights when she has to. She doesn't want to hurt people, but she's like, I don't want to hurt them. I'm like, well, you have to.
And I do.
Yeah.
But for me, I would say that I've been watching my niece and nephew play Fortnite, and I'll play with them. So that's the only game I've been, Yeah, shout out to Miles and Malia. Y'all
Also, one more. I actually just recently played Fall Guys for the first time. Like my friend Ashby was on stream and she said, "Hey, does anybody want to play Fall Guys?" It's like I never played this game.
Oh, hey.
It's just it's I don't know. I want to say it's like Squid Game meets. I don't know what the goofy aesthetic is. It's very cute. It's very just like I would lose this game in real life. Like if I was running, it's just like a bunch of obstacle courses, but it's a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I guess the last thing I'll say is I did start streaming at one point, but that slowed down.
Oh, what?
Yeah, but my stream name of course is Create Lady J on Twitch, but I do plan on starting again, and I'm gonna be playing Last of Us.
Oh, Jesus.
I
Which
can
one,
see
the
that.
first or the second?
The first, I'm starting
you
it. I've
going
never
all the way
played it.
through?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to watch that.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
just told the other day. Well, granted, I saw it, but I was reminded the other day by a mutual friend of ours, Miss Corinne. Shout out to you. She does a lot of good artwork and stuff like that. She was just like, I can't believe Jay cries on her streams when she plays games. I'm like, what?
Oh
Yeah, because see, I started playing Life is Strange and like a lot of story-based games. I even played, what was it, Detroit Become Human?
Yes.
So that, I mean, it gets me, and then people like seeing me react, and I mean, fuck it, I'll cry like shit. If I'm bothered, I will cry. I have no shame.
I got shame.
But I definitely plan on playing that, and I might just go ahead and start because my brother has a cool stream setup.
I got a leak.
Whoop, leak.
Hey, yo, I got a bucket.
I was gonna say that. Where's
Where the bucket?
The bucket is in.
This ain't going to be a...
Where the bucket?
Homeowner issues.
Homeowner issues, boy.
While he's getting the bucket, we'll do a quick commercial break promoting random items. Here's the first item we'll promote. Generators during storms. They'll come in handy because if your lights are flickering, you ain't got no time for tripping then because you have a generator.
Yes.
Random generators at Amazon.com.
Random generators.
Oh, no.
It's a little drum beat.
Don't say
right.
that because I'm a freestyle to it.
Do it.
It's
Hey.
raining.
Hey.
It's raining.
Hey.
It's raining.
Hey.
Well, you know what they say? You can have a house, but you also gonna have the stuff that in and outside the house. I think that's what they say. They say something like that. Something like that.
Just paraphrasing.
Paraphrase.
When you get the stuff, you're gonna have the things with the stuff doing the stuff.
Yeah, you got a roof.
well.
There's a hole in the roof. We just had this problem.
Yeah, we definitely just
We just
fixed
had this problem at the studio.
Well,
yeah.
he knows. Actually, in the recording studio that we had to the floor got flooded. We had to redo the whole floor down there because we had
Everything's
water
good.
issues. So
Kind of want to put an
everything's
arrow
good.
up there.
it is what it is.
It looks like it's hitting Cam.
It's not though. He's look, y'all. Cam is protected. He is.
I was.
It looks like it's dropping with his head.
I was dropping on my shoulder for a minute.
God
Oh,
dang.
no.
He is.
I'm good now.
He's trust me. If he was getting rained on, you guys would know it because I'd be laughing and be wondering why he's not moving. But since he's not, so he's good. He's good. So thank you. So it's all good.
Yes, and I'm no longer dying. Yay.
Yay. This is silver linings.
Yes.
You know, I should have known it was gonna rain today because it was 1,000,000 degrees outside.
Yeah.
It was 1,000,000, yeah.
It's been hot as hell up here.
Yeah, man. I had
DMV
no other
area.
pants, so I had to wear these gray sweats. They're hot and also inappropriate to wear in public. So,
Dude.
yeah.
The gray sweatpants.
I didn't know
The-
nothing about that.
The original
until,
Hoochie Daddy
like,
shorts.
I bought what was it, 3 pairs of gray sweatpants, and all of them were way too small for me.
Oh, no.
Because I went through that phase where everything had to be super tight, and yeah,
Me
it
too.
was dumb. Like I'm walking around just, hey you. Okay, I see that. See what? What's going on here? I'm like, I ain't got no donk on me. I ain't.
Cat
Stop
calling.
playing. Stop playing.
Cat
It's
calling.
like
Dog
a Key
calling.
and Spill skit.
Well.
Oh man.
Nah, it was all old ladies though. You know they ain't got no shame.
Oh
no.
man.
Cool.
They hit you with
Cougar.
the hey cucumber, and you like whoa.
Cucumber.
Whoa.
You with that Alabama son? Fried green tomato.
You're absolutely right because literally, and I ain't gonna put nobody's name out there, but I was at this theater. I was recording these theater kids doing this play for my homeboy Clifford Cartel. He was recording. He had written this song for them to sing, and he wanted me to record it live so he could use that audio later. Yeah. So he had one of the same device you have. So I'm recording or whatever. And after the play, these kids from Southeast, they wrote their own play and stuff, and they were adults were going up and talking. So Cliff, I'm trying to sit in the back like an introvert and chill. Cliff is like, "Hey B, you want to say something? You want to say something to the kids?" I was like, "I'm okay. I don't gotta say anything. I'm good. That's okay, bro." And he was like, "You sure?" I was like, and I'm thinking, I mean, if you want me to, and I'm thinking he's gonna say, "Well, no, that's fine." But as soon as I said, I mean, if you want me to, he was like, "Bet." Excuse me. And so I go to the front, and so I talk to the kids. I tell them what I think. I'm like, "What you guys are doing great. Y'all getting paid. It's a summer thing. You're getting paid to act, paid to write scripts. Like, it's dope. I wish I had something like this." So the woman who's in charge of it, she's probably like, "This is a dangerous game trying to guess age." Let's just say she's in that age bracket you were talking about, right? The older women who don't care. So I get off. I get off the mic. I'm walking up the to take my seat up the stairs, and she's like, young man, what's your? And she was like, "Sir, what's your name again?" I was like, "I have many names, but you can call me Brian or Osiris. I don't matter either one." She was like, "I'm gonna call you Fine. That's what I'm gonna call you." Swear to God, didn't tell you about this shit. She was like, "I'm gonna call you Fine," and we're in a classroom full of teenagers, so they all like,
Oh yeah, you already know.
And she didn't stop. She was like, had me a little cougar moment. You come and see me after class. And I'm just like, ha ha, ha ha, ha ha. And she kept going. She was like, all right, y'all know I'm married. Don't tell my husband. And, I mean, she was playing, but it's just like,
yeah, no, they just go, Slim.
He's right. They don't care.
It's just in them. They just go.
I guess it's just experience. It's just like, no fucks given whether you like me or not. You about to know that I find you attractive. I don't care because I'm already married and all that. Like, yeah, that's just that.
Hey, look, it is what it is.
It's just a joke to them.
I mean, just take the compliment, just like, yeah, thank you.
It's just a good thing,
Look, man, older people don't play. They don't play at all. It's just like I saw this. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, I feel like if an older guy did that to me, that would be received very well.
Well, so here's the thing: with older guys, it doesn't stop. With older guys, it's not. Some of them will go hard, but a lot of them wait till you say something first. Like I saw this video the other day where it was just like, "Oh, Mr. Taylor, what you eating?" He was just like, "All right, now you gonna get fucked." I'm like,
keep showing concern.
Yeah, there you go. I was like, "Yo, Slim." I was like, that's exactly how it is.
All right, keep showing concern. You're going to get fucked.
You going to get fucked.
Finding the
I was like, oh.
Different approaches.
Basically saying, stay your ass over there.
Different approaches.
Keep on showing concern.
You going to get fucked. Like,
I'm not to show concern, all right.
Hey, man. Yeah, but
no concern. We don't do that.
What are we even talking about?
I don't remember no more.
We talked about the album, which is called Wreck the World, by the way.
For the sake of sponsorships, I'm going to cut some of that out.
So yeah, Wreck the World album out right now. 9 tracks of fire.
Straight
all killer, no filler.
Or whatnot.
I can
intro
confirm.
Fire. Even an intro fire.
Even an intro fire.
Fuego intro.
It is, though. It is, though. I was lit up in the fucking gym. I was just like, yo, it's the first damn thing. What the
The first track.
Wait for that drop.
Make sure you catch us, live. Like, we were really big on live performances. A lot of energy. It's always a great time. So if you see us performing anywhere, we perform a lot in Baltimore, in Maryland or whatnot, and we travel. So, yeah. Wreck the System. I don't know what else we were talking about, but that's what it is.
Segue into
Man, what's one place you guys specifically want to perform at as a group? Like a city or area?
We said this question on our Rec
Wednesday,
Wednesday, right?
Rec Wednesday.
Oh wait. Was it a venue thing or what?
It was a
you
venue.
Mean venue or
venue.
Or like places in the world? You mean like what's the venue you guys want to perform?
First venue and then a place in the world.
Okay. All right. Yeah, cool. I'll go first. So, yeah, we also have Rec Wednesdays that you answer questions and everything, learn a little more about us behind the music, But, yeah, so you say venue. The venue that I wanted to perform at is Madison Square Gardens or whatnot in New York. I went there to see Hyde, who's a J-Rock performer with my friend.
Let me tell you why I hate you. Wait, did you see Hyde himself or did you see Larkin Seal?
I saw Larkin Seal.
fuck you. I
Yes,
wanted to go to that
yes.
show. I was leaving New York when I saw them plastered all the way on top of it when they first announced the show.
You were
And,
there?
yeah, I was like, they gonna be here? Damn, I'm broke at the time. I just
Yep, I went with
just
my
kept
friend
moving.
Troy. LaTroy, shout out to our merch girl, LaTroy. But yeah, I went with her, and it was amazing. And I'm like, I'm gonna be here one day. I don't give a crap. Like,
Wait, is this the show where she had a chance to meet him?
Oh,
funny enough,
Is this that
no,
shit? Shout out
because
to
that show was actually at the Fillmore in Rockville, and he played. That was just Hyde. So that was with his new album or whatnot, and it was weird because he was like opening for a bigger band, and I'm like, hello, you were like, what? So I don't know what was going on.
They just don't know.
They don't know, right? So he was just standing there at the joint, and she like lost her shit. And I'm like, we are talking to him. What are you talking about? So I dragged her so we could
Dang.
talk to him in
Yo,
Google Translation because he doesn't talk English. But yeah,
He doesn't speak
he
English.
does not
God,
English kind of. Yeah.
Hey man, look, meeting Hyde would be like meeting Gak for me. It's just like, you are the god.
Yeah, he's great.
That boy don't come outside.
I'm just kind of wondering because we did so for venue. I think I posted the Hollywood Bowl just because of the scope of it. I think we even tried to apply for it at one point.
Yeah, we almost won.
Yeah, but just the opportunity, just the different acts that have been there, and just just aesthetically, it's just like that's the big time.
It's a big bowl.
I'm kind of caught between two places. I mean, I definitely would like to perform at New York, like it would be Madison Square Garden or even Saturday Night Live, just the
my
big
God.
stage. And I kind of want to do a show in Japan, just because, like, I've always wanted to visit Japan because naturally, I mean, of course, big geek gamer, all that. It just naturally goes there. You'll be there soon. So of course, Japan's next step. It's a full blown weebage. But in general, I also heard it's a really besides the music scene there, it's just a really big rap hip hop scene and everything like that, or at least different like acts and everything. And I would definitely love to perform there and see that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say a place, or did you just say Madison Square Garden?
I did not actually say a place. Wow, holy crap. Well, we were just talking about this on the way here. I know I want to do like a UK tour. There's just I think we would do.
You gonna run into
amazing.
nothing but drill motherfuckers. That's what
Right,
you gonna do.
yeah, I want to do UK tour. So like, there's so many places that I want to go, but that's like the first thing that comes to mind, right? So yeah, that's what I would say.
Okay.
Cool. I said this on the Rec Wednesday thing too. This is, I guess it counts as a venue because people have performed and had basically paid to rent it out to perform. My whole dream is like performing at the National Mall in DC because that's where the fuck I was born and shit. And it's like that would be crazy if like your hometown, you can like, they did the fucking presidential inauguration, the Million Man March. If you can sell tickets and do a show at the fucking National Mall, that's amazing. So I think that's my venue, quote unquote. And my place, I know. And then my place,
Lord.
we talk again. So I'm with Jay on the UK tour because the money, first of all, they're going to pay us in euros, first and foremost. Especially once that gets solidified with this whole currency thing, this currency value thing. But UK, it's just like she said, it's a great experience altogether. So that's like I'm going to make that my asterisk because she said it first. But I don't know where, but I told her this in the car. I would want to perform in Africa somewhere. And hopefully what I could do, depending on where I'm from, I could find out my ancestry of where I come from, like the exact country I come from. And if they have like the type of infrastructure for like, shows and stuff, I would want to perform from like wherever my blood is, you know what I'm saying? Wherever my lineage, where I originate from, that would be dope. It may not be as big, but from a spiritual standpoint, that might be super dope. And I don't know how that would go or how that would happen, but it's, it's a thought. It's like, nah, that would be super dope. If not a UK tour. So
Good God Almighty! Yeah, no, that sounds freaking amazing.
yeah. AfricanAncestry.com. Don't use 23andMe. It's a scam.
23. Yeah, they're gonna tell you like 40% Scandinavian, and you gonna be like, what?
Oh, look, I do like broccoli.
I do like broccoli. Go
What
ahead.
does that have to do with?
That's how people rationalize things that don't make sense. They make excuses that don't fit narratives.
Scandinavian broccoli, they're cash crop.
No, man.
Scandinavian broccoli.
Those,
What are they known for food-wise? That ain't broccoli.
Vikings?
We can look it up. Oh, probably
I was gonna say Viking.
alcohol.
That's
They probably drink
what it is.
anybody under the table, maybe.
Oh man.
sure.
Well, the beer out there is like the percentage is way fucking higher.
Yeah.
than
I'm
it
Say
is
compared to
here.
Scotsman.
They could
Over
probably
here,
and they
get
could
one
probably-
beer, your ass is screwed.
Is it? And it's cold. I believe it's really cold out there, so they probably could fight. They probably fight like Russians out
Well,
there.
if you think Scandinavian, half of them are tall as fuck, so they big,
yeah, so,
strong. I ain't trying to fuck with it.
I'll train. I'll train with them. You know.
I might be Scandinavian.
I ain't trying to train with fucking Thor from Iceland.
Man,
The mountain.
five
and
of
shit.
them are
You
named
like, hey
Thor.
man, you too damn big.
Villain saga in real
I
life.
would love to go to Wreck the System. Go to Scandinavian, throw in some Wreck the System, let these motherfuckers just go nuts.
Oh
Yeah.
They have
Go
metal.
berserk.
They do have a
Viking-
metal
Viking
scene,
metal,
I believe, in Scandinavia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So they would fuck with Ragnarok, I think.
Yeah.
Oh God. They gonna be like, what y'all know about this?
Right.
You gonna be like, nothing. Just give me a beer. Give me a beer. That is not how they talk.
I feel like we would need to make
If you run into somebody that sound like that out there, like in Norway or
Don't drink.
Sweden or something like that,
You're being punked.
or Switzerland, yeah, you screwed up.
Or he on the run. I don't know.
yeah, you find somebody that sound like a DCO head. What's good, young buck?
Is it weird that I would feel oddly safe?
I feel real safe.
I just grew up around that. It's like,
You ain't about to screw
You're
it
the
over.
first brother I seen out here in Norway.
Oh my God.
I used to want to go to Norway, then I started reading. So
Yeah.
You learn about
it's a
it.
beautiful.
I mean-
No, it's a beautiful place. It's an amazing place actually, but they're very racist.
I mean, shoot, like
Very racist.
we were all excited
There's-
about
there's-
Sweden, and
there's
then
scenarios.
like the internet took a hold of. There was apparently the story going around about how like this kid was spending the night over his Swedish friend's house, and apparently, like he was called downstairs by his parents. Went downstairs, was gone for a little bit, came back, and just like, oh, I just had dinner. And it's just like, wait, you didn't invite me or anything? And apparently that's a thing in Sweden. And so that little story that was on a Reddit just took hold, and then Twitter ate that. I've never seen Twitter mobilize against an entire country.
But it's not just Sweden though. They're saying that there's a lot of places that it's not
It's not tradition.
it's not in the like how we feed our guests. They don't feed their
If
guests.
they don't know you're coming ahead of time and you're just up there, then it's just like, then yeah, they're not
they
gonna
don't
invite you.
feed guests.
And we got parents from the South and everything like that.
Oh, they
that,
feed
that
the
shit,
neighborhood.
That,
That's
that
what they
shit don't
doing.
fly. So
You don't eat is rude. This is like
exactly.
I don't want.
You'll be too full.
I don't know. I'm not. I don't like limits. I don't really want to say I'm never going anywhere because of something. All I want to do is be educated and know how to move. I want to go everywhere that I can possibly go. Like that's just me. Like I hate limits. I'm going everywhere. The only place I need to tell myself, okay, Jay, you need to chill, is I'm probably not gonna go to Cambodia or something like that, because if I have a diabetic emergency, I'm gonna die.
Oh, yeah, you're
So
screwed. Yeah.
that's it. That's it.
See me going everywhere. I can name a
I'm
lot
not
of
going
places
there.
where you have a diabetic emergency. We're gonna keep it going.
And-
that would
well,
be an adventure.
don't do that.
I'm naming a lot of places you can't you probably shouldn't go here.
And that's fine. That is my limit. Diabetes is the only limit. I am not allowing anything else, races, what the fuck ever. I will just move a certain way. That's it.
But I would say it's just.
I can't, I can't limit myself any fucking more because I have to do it a lot.
But no, I definitely get you. It's just like, and that's why we want to travel to these places, to learn, to grow, and to see these other cultures and everything, and learn about different lifestyles, and just.
Look, man, some
Enhance
people
ourselves.
here don't want to go to goddamn North or South Carolina just because there's racist people there. Like, I don't like that way of thinking.
That's true.
I just don't.
That's true. But I will say there are definitely places I just no matter what I don't care. I'm just never going. Like which is it South Korea or North Korea?
Oh,
North
Korea.
Korea.
But nobody's going there.
I don't think you
Never
can't go.
ever. I
No,
don't
you
care.
can't just go
I
there.
don't
What
care.
are you, Dennis
Yeah.
Rodman? You ain't
Yeah,
going
I
there.
don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
think-
I don't care. Like, I don't care. I'm never, ever going to North Korea.
There were those two
ever.
rappers that snuck in though. Like that was a story apparently.
What?
Like, two
I
rappers
remember
actually
hearing
snuck
about
in
that.
There were two
Yeah.
young rappers
They out
that
their
actually
damn mind.
managed to sneak in so they could shoot a video. Now, I
Which is insane when you think people actually sneak
They
out
flee.
to flee.
yeah. Like
With
they had articles
gunshots
about
shooting at them, so that's
They had
crazy.
articles about
You
it.
like
Like,
in there?
That's
You
like
hey, let's
sneaking.
go,
It's
son.
like sneaking into a prison. It's like
Right.
I mean, on one
Which
hand,
is, depending on the prison, that's a federal crime, and you will go to prison.
Yeah.
I mean, on one hand, it's just like, what the fuck are you even trying to do? On the other hand, if they said that there's a video of these two rappers from America in North Korea, it's just like,
Oh, that's
I
getting hits.
would have to watch.
That's
I gotta
getting
watch.
hits.
That-
Like
yes,
if you can
it
prove
is.
that's really North Korea,
Did
you
they
can
make it
hits.
out?
Oh yeah, they made it out. I mean, that's why they're
Jesus
telling the story. Otherwise, they wouldn't.
Christ.
But it's just the fact that it's just like y'all wanted to go in the first place. It's just
I
like,
mean, I'm not
I
gonna
ain't
say
going there without
I
at
I
least
can
100
relate
rounds.
because
Oh, you could.
I can definitely relate. It's just like holy shit. If I actually pull this off, I'm
adrenaline
let's
junkie.
go.
But
I am an adrenaline junkie. That's probably not a good thing.
But I will say she has like the greatest luck on her side. Like I'm sure like her D&D character has a whole bunch of luck just like completely broken. Just because just no matter where she goes, it just works out. Like if she sneaks backstage or something like that to meet somebody, she meets that exact person.
Every like person I've gone to see, like what was it? The whip your hair lady Willow Smith. I ended up having dinner with her and SZA and then Soulja Boy. Every time I go to somewhere, I end up in front of the artist, and I'm like, how did I get here?
Did you meet Ghostface?
Yes, I met all of
she met
Wu-Tang Clan.
Random.
She met
Everyone.
let me be upset. She met this woman. I have bought every single Wu-Tang album probably in a rotation that you can buy. And she has, I'm sorry, Jay, I have to throw you on the bus. She has bought or listened to in its entirety 0. And she had met every single member of Wu-Tang Clan in the same night.
And there's a
You
lot
know
of them.
how hard it is to get these niggas in the same place.
Dude,
And you met all of them.
It
in
was
the
a
same
wild goose
place.
chase. That's the thing. It wasn't even really the same place. They did a show at the Anthem, right? And my main goal was to get a hold of their manager. First, I see Ghostface walking angrily with a mob of people behind him.
Because that's
He, wa-
Ghostface.
he wasn't angry. That's just Ghostface. He wasn't angry.
That's just his face.
That's his face. Right. And I asked for the manager's number. He starts rattling off the number to me, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I figure out where other people are. I saw Method Man, and he's all like happy or whatnot, thinking that I wanted a picture. And I was just like, no, I just want to talk to your manager. What's the number? And his face dropped like he was real confused.
I can see
and by
that.
the time I made it through all of the members, once I got to the leader, what's the guy?
The
RZA.
RZA, yeah, there you go. So
that's
once
how
I
you
got
know.
the RZA, he was just
Hey,
like,
you the guy that made the movie with the stone hands.
Wait.
Yeah.
You're
yo,
the
Popo.
girl that's been talking to everybody. What do you want now? Like they started talking about me to him because I kept talking to them and trying to get their manager's
They're
number.
known by the clan.
So I have Wu-Tang's manager's number, which is great. But
Oh my God.
yes,
Cut-
and I had to go
cut
to
that-
3
cut-
different places
cut
to
that
get
part
it.
of the interview.
you know the shit is fucking ridiculous.
Look, I don't remember. I know who he is. I just didn't remember his name. That's it. Like,
Bomb bomb.
He said, RZA, oh yeah, the dude that does kung fu movies. It ain't kung fu.
She met this is like, I've been wanting to meet these niggas my whole life.
She
just like, excuse me.
Excuse me.
And Jay's just like, not you,
No,
not you,
I
not
need
you,
the
not
manager.
you.
I'm on a mission.
She was. No, it's a
I was
good
on
thing
a
she
mission.
went. 'Cause she was on a mission, and I'm very focused. But I probably be like, so RZA, let me ask you a question about the production that you did. It's
He probably be
I
looking at you
mean,
like, Slim, I'm drinking.
Look,
Like,
if
So-
it was Rihanna, I would
Yeah, I
not
was
have been
about-
able to keep my shit together. I love Rihanna.
I was
Like,
about to say-
yeah.
If there's one celebrity I know for a fact you would go like Gaga starry eyed for, it's definitely Rihanna.
Yep. I was
Even if
about
she's
to
off the
say-
mark.
Let's real quick before T wraps up. I want to ask everybody this on camera. If there's an artist, and we can all name one, if one artist that if we could afford to put them on our next Wreck the System project, who would it be? Y'all probably should know mine is. But we all can pick one. We might pick each other's because I know we all like the same people. But we could, one artist to feature on the Wreck the System album. the
I
next
mean, the thing is,
one. Budget is
though,
not an issue.
The thing is, though, we almost did this, right? Like, we actually kind of had somewhat of a budget, but we just decided not to use the money for this particular thing. But we were targeting Denzel Curry or whatnot. And we had the opportunity to actually have him on the album. But we're like, you know what? We're going to hold on to what we got and use it for, like, marketing and other things. So, but Denzel Curry, that's what I want.
Come back to me. 'cause-
Cool. So Denzel Curry was definitely. I was gonna say him if you said this other person. My man Duke Deuce. Because if we did a joint with Duke, it would go crazy. Crazy in the club. Like
Crooked dick.
put him on a Shout out to Duke Deuce, man. He's making amazing music right
Yes.
now. It's very different from a lot of the things that's out. It's really like crunk gangsta dance music.
Crunk
It's
ain't dead.
crazy.
workout music. It's everything. I love it, yo.
Yeah, it's
I
energy.
love it.
All right. I gotta say something. If money was no object, I would want to put Tech 9 on a track with us. Because
I would have to step up the lyrical content just to 1 million.
Because that's the thing. You guys have no idea how much. Well, I mean, of course, Osai here is the biggest fan of Tech 9 and the Strange Music roster, like, and everything like that. So I got to put it out to him. But even some of the tracks that we have, like, you know, composed and everything like that have definitely been inspired by Tech and whatnot. And that type of energy that we bring to these shows, I think he would just be perfect. I mean, you see, like, how he brought The Rock in. I mean, like, of course, his whole roster and everything like that. But, of course, it's just like Tech 9 has just been here. He's been consistent, and everybody fucks with him. Everybody knows who fucks with him lyrically and on the energetic tip. Even the shows, a lot of what we do and everything like that. I'm not saying it's model, but it's like you don't see people doing it. So I definitely think he would be a good fit for us.
Good God Almighty, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
I wish I had those aspirations.
I was about to say, do you have a dream collab?
For
For Aoxus.
Sorry, I was spelling his name again.
Man, I haven't really been thinking about that like for a long time. But all right, I'll tell you what used to be like a fantasy of mine was to make one of the like heaviest like trap like mixed with metal type songs and have Ludacris on it. That's what I wanted.
Wow.
Because I wanted to like go from like some crazy screaming thing, and then all of a sudden he just comes in with his Luda. Yep. And I'm just like, yep. You just gotta be in the back killing it on the guitar or something.
Actually really cool. I like that.
That is cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had another person in mind, but he just got thrown in jail again for some other stuff. And
I know.
I'm
I'm not gonna say it.
I'm not gonna say it. I definitely would.
It was
that,
before
but no.
I heard about the first shit, and
Yeah.
then this.
We'll talk.
I'm like,
we'll talk.
I'm like, that
Okay.
dream
I
is
get
so
it.
dead.
Yeah.
That dream
Okay,
is so
I
dead.
think I have an idea, but I don't have to say it.
Yeah. But yeah.
Can I say that? Can I give her a hint? Can I give her a hint, please?
Which hit you?
I know the hint you're gonna. I know.
I feel like I know which hit.
All right, so this is the artist that it is. If you see this artist fighting this animal, help the animal.
No. No. We gotta talk.
We gotta talk.
We gotta talk.
Yeah, we gonna talk about
It's
it.
bad.
We'll talk.
Oh
Damn.
God, nah, because I was like, this motherfucker just angry and loud sounding, and that's why I liked him.
Which
Like,
is tough because he had. I feel like that artist in particular could have done a lot more with the talent that they had. You know, 'cause they are a very talented
some
artist.
people just choose fuck shit.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Serious fuck
Unfortunately. So yeah, nah, that's
Unfortunate.
like outside of that, it's just a bunch of like Japanese artists and then like crazy guitar players that are like underground that I'm just like, I'd like to work with you.
I'm gonna look like a noob,
Yeah.
but because I'm not into the J rock scene like that. But I can't think of their names. The band that did the Rumbling.
Oh my
Attack on
God!
Titan.
Yes.
I can't remember their name,
They're
but
so awesome.
because they do a mix of metal and like it looks like and reggae and different elements and stuff like that.
You said the Rumbling?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're not caught up.
Nope.
No, don't.
Sure
don't
not.
yeah,
Don't
don't
play it.
don't play it. But basically,
Oh
Sim,
no,
Sim.
those are I love
Is it
them.
Sim?
Silence is mine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it stands
That's
for.
what it stands for.
Yeah,
Yes.
Silence is mine.
Nah,
Sim.
they would be perfect for that.
No, those guys are.
Ugh.
They've been running shit for like
gotta
a
check out that-
minute.
I gotta check out
Yeah, I
that
didn't
shit.
hear about him until the Attack on Titan thing, so
Dude,
that's great.
Slim. I'm glad they got that freaking pop.
Yeah, right?
Because I had no idea they got that. Like, no, them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they got like a song called like "Oh Na Na." It's freaking crazy. Like it comes in reggae style, just boom, oh na 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 na. I was like,
Because I noticed
who are these niggas?
Because I noticed they started blending
to
that.
look-
Like
yeah, I need to
even
look
in the
more
video for the Rumbling, like they had like the Jamaican flag in there. So that and I was like, so that breakdown was on purpose. They know, okay.
Yeah.
They know what they doing. They go
That shit
hard.
was so good.
But yeah, nah, that's shoot. Who's a J Rock artist you'd like to work with?
Whew.
Well, here we
So,
go.
Blackpink.
Okay,
It would be really
yeah,
awesome.
okay.
They're super high
the
energy.
production.
It'd be like they do their thing, and I just come on, kind of like old school like '90s hip hop R&B / style, or however. I obviously would want to do something. I love Heart and Seal. It's hard to get them together,
Yeah.
so I would hide
'Cause they
specifically.
grown ass men.
Right, they're
They
grown ass
finished.
men. Right, so I would love to get Hyde and what is the High and Mighty Color.
Oh, rest in
Yes.
peace to the band.
Yes.
Like, you know,
they're gone.
to get
but-
them all together. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Because the original singer, she got married and left,
Yeah.
and then they brought Halka from Halkali to be the singer, and
Yeah.
that's when I knew they were about to
going
end
down,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, dang, coming out with no new music for real. Then they came out with that song Goodbye, and that was the end.
That was it.
I was like,
goodbye.
yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's great, dog. No, they were freaking amazing. They were amazing. It was like until I had a little more from Uberworld, High and Mighty Color were my people.
Uberworld
And
was
then
cool,
it was
yeah.
just like, okay, no, Flow are the people. Then I heard Uberworld, and I was like,
Inflow though.
holy shit.
Inflow would be dope.
Oh, Inflow? Wow.
Yeah, because they actually rap and do the thing. Yeah, but they're J-rap basically, not even J-rock.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But shoot, I'd work with TM Revolution
Oh, boy.
specifically.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Because he does everything.
Literally
He
does
does
everything.
everything. I'm just like, yo, if Prince was Japanese and
Oh, shit, I never thought about that.
like techno,
That's interesting.
like pretty much, like think about it.
Yep.
Little motherfucker, pretty as hell.
Yep.
There's one artist specifically.
Too comfortable with his own sexuality.
There's one artist specifically that.
Mike.
There's one artist specifically that I got hip to through through Jay's girlfriend, Marcina. I cannot remember. I asked her before like what the name was, but her style is just so like amped and energetic, and I swear whoever's producing for him must be on like the craziest
Is
shit.
it
Just
straight line stitch?
no, it's not that
okay.
long. It's like one word. I'll
Oh,
probably
I know.
like ask later on. I don't have my phone
Okay.
with me. It's charged. But yeah, no, she would be dope to work with. What I'll find it after.
All right.
Anyway,
I don't know this.
it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Osiris is like,
Yo,
ah.
Flip, listen, it's all good. It's all good.
But I will say, this probably has nothing to do with what you're talking about. But when it comes to, I guess non-American, just
Yeah,
non-American.
yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Just
The Island Boys. All right, let's go.
Oh, no, please don't throw that on me, please.
Rammstein.
Look at her face.
Do Rammstein.
I'll think of their names because I know they're not an American artists, and I've only heard them a few. They probably collaborated with Tech Nine or something. I'm trying to remember their names, but I can't. It's not coming to me right now.
Really metal
Oh, good.
track that was on.
Nah, it's like a black band, man. They may not have worked with Tech Nine. I may have just seen them somewhere and was like, "Well, that's cool," because they're black and they're a band. I want to work
Hey,
with them.
look, it
So it's
happens.
probably and
Black
they
bands.
weren't American, so I don't remember actually. But yeah, I don't listen to a lot of. I'm not hip. Here's the thing. These two will put me on to a lot of the shit y'all talking about, and I'll hear it, but I don't retain names.
Yeah.
So-
yeah. That's
Yeah,
how
see,
I was.
that's
Who
how
that?
it
Like,
is.
I know M-Flow, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
but-
know them because
Yeah.
y'all let me hear that shit. That shit was wild. The back and forth rapping and shit they do, so they dope as hell. Matter of fact, shit, it was these two Korean rappers, and I don't know if y'all remember on YouTube, they used to have this ad that would play in the middle of every single
Oh
thing.
my God!
And they
Yeah,
rap
it's like
really,
trap,
really
like
fast.
Korean trap or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Look,
would,
man,
I
when
would.
they go.
Oh no, I got it. They're
try.
not a band, but just non-American, just acts. I would like to just work with. Fucking Lady Leisure. Have y'all heard of Lady
Yes,
Leisure?
Lady Legion from the UK.
From the UK. She's
Oh,
heard
she
of-
dope. She is
she's
dope.
amazing.
She's dope.
Her delivery, flow, lyrics. Lady Leisure's fire.
All right.
Because
yeah.
I'm completely.
And she's active on
Yeah, 'cause
YouTube.
when it comes to that, I'm just.
She's
yeah.
she's
Okay.
active on YouTube and stuff
Okay.
like that.
Lady
so,
Leisure.
yeah.
Shout out.
All right. Well, I'll take. Guess we can kind of like wrap it
Wrap
on up. Is there anything else you guys want to say? You want to leave the people with? Floor is yours.
Let me go. I'll go first. Listen to the album. Listen to Wreck the World. Go through it. And I want you to, here's a challenge. Here's your homework. If you listen to Wreck the World, try to assign, the intro don't count, assign every track to a different playlist y'all use. One playlist could be working out playlist, hanging out playlist, Bay playlist, sleepy time playlist. Like just go try to find a playlist for every song on the album to fit on. And that's what I'll challenge my fans and newcomers to do. Just Wreck the World by Wreck the System, all streaming platforms. Check that out.
The world.
That is fire. Yeah. Yeah, nah, definitely do that. Follow us, Come see us, support. Like, we're dope. Hit us up. You know, you got any questions or want to say anything or however, like, definitely we're here, we're out there, we're open. And especially for any of the artists that are looking to get into this, if you have questions or, you know, like, hey, how'd y'all do this? Or how do y'all even keep a band together? Don't be afraid to hit us up.
Find us, or we will find you.
All right, guys.
We love you guys.
Oh, my gosh. This is funny. All right, that's been another episode of the On God podcast. I'd like to thank you guys so much for coming out.
Hey.
I love y'all to death. I wish nothing but the best for y'all. I say this to everybody. I wish the best for y'all. But truthfully, I wish nothing but the absolute best for y'all, because from a guy that sees a little bit of what goes on in the background, I know y'all work and I know y'all deserve. So, love you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
See you guys later.
Oh, there ain't no crying on this podcast.
Yeah.
Show's over.
All right, so I was eating ass last week. All right, family. Thanks once again for tuning in to another episode of the On God podcast. Big shout out to Wreck the System. Make sure you follow them on social media and check out their latest album, Wreck the World. Till next time, I'm Tovaun Anthony. I wish you nothing but health, safety, peace, love, and blessings.